Welcome to Kolme Group's AdaptiveWork function in the Flash, where in each episode we introduce you to a new function and show you how to use it. My name is Jillian Farello, and I'm a project manager technical consultant at Kolme Group, specializing in the PPM tool AdaptiveWork. I've been working within the AdaptiveWork system for over 3 years, both as an administrator and implementation consultant. Today, we're going to learn about GetCustomActionURL. GetCustomActionURL is a function that generates a URL string that represents a custom action with parameters. This is used in formula fields and business rules. The syntax is pretty simple. It's GetCustomActionURL, the custom action that you'd like to call, and then the parameter that it should be run. But before we jump into our example, as a little background for those who are not super familiar with custom actions, let's quickly talk about why we'd use them. Administrators can implement custom actions to streamline work processes through left click and enhance user experience through customizable dynamic forms, which allow the use of HTML and required fields. Custom actions can also trigger additional workflow rules and can be used from anywhere in the system, including panels, grids, emails, discussions, and more. So for today's example, it's going to be a fun one. So we're going to use GetCustomActionURL to call a second custom action or a second page to create a daisy chain form within AdaptiveWork using both required fields and HTML. All right, let's go into the system and see the example live. So for example, we're going to submit for a new project using GetCustomActionURL in the process. I have my new project button here. I'm going to click it, and you'll see my first custom action is going to pop up. So the first custom action within the daisy chain. I've noted it as page 1 of 2. You can also see where the HTML comes into play with the bold font or the colors, also with required fields. I'm going to fill out our form. And as you'll see, this is a required field, but I didn't fill it out. It will tell you that you need to fill it out. The last one's not. So I'll click next. And this is where GetCustomActionURL comes into play. It calls a second custom action that can have different fields on it. And you can do this as many times as you need to. So some reasons that people might use GetCustomActionURL to call a second page would be if they have a lot of information that users need to input and they want to break it out into separate pages to make it a little more digestible and user-friendly. Also, if you want some information on the next page to be dependent on information that was input on the previous page. So for example, in our new project, if it's a certain project type, then maybe we want different information to be on our second page. So I'll fill this in. You'll see that's required. This is not, but we'll fill it. And I'll click OK. And we'll say, thank you, your project has been created. So if we look on the back end, you'll see I did a custom action on the project object. But again, custom actions can be created on multiple objects within the system. You'll see my input is where I use the HTML to give me different colors and boldness. We can also have the mandatory fields. So just a little tip on some customization that you can do on custom actions. And our new object is the project. So creating a new project. And this all comes to play down at the bottom here. So you'll see in our success message, we can have 2 options. We can show a message, which is similar to this here, saying you've submitted your project. Or you can click Open URL. And that's what we're going to click when we use GetCustomActionURL. So again, we have GetCustomActionURL, the custom action that we want to call. So this is the string, the name of the custom action that we're trying to call next. And then get runtime parameter for our new object 1. So our project that we're creating. So that's the parameter that should run on. And that's the function GetCustomActionURL. If you have any questions or you're ready to take your AdaptiveWork skills to the next level, check out the link below for Kolme University or reach out via our website at kolmegroup.com for individualized consulting and training for you and your organization. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.